Nyla Rhodes is suing Jackson Foster in the amount of $1,034.67. Ms. Rhodes claims the defendant came into a room unannounced during his stay at his short-term rental and says she felt unsafe, so she left immediately.
State your name, ma'am.
Nyla Rhodes.
Sir?
Jackson Foster.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing the defendant for $1,034.67, alleging he owes this money for invading your privacy during a stay at his short-term rental?
Yes.
Start with you.
I booked a reservation for Friday and Saturday. I ended up going there Saturday night around 8 p.m. with my dog, Penny. She's a 2-year-old chocolate lab, so after I unpacked, I went upstairs to go relax. I went inside the tub and I turned on music, I turned on candles, and I put Penny outside of the bathroom because she usually causes a lot of chaos. So I was in the bathroom for about 15 minutes until I was done, and I went into the bedroom, and that's where I saw Mr. Foster just standing in the middle of the room. So I felt so uncomfortable that I had to book a hotel stay immediately.
Okay. Sir?
About 30 minutes after she got settled in my upstairs apartment, her dog started barking. I don't care. It must have barked, I don't know, about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, just bark, 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 bark. And as you can see, I texted her 3 times, Your Honor. Here's the evidence right here if you want to see it.
See it, please.
Coming up.
So you go in on the woman naked at the place you're renting her the house to. You think there's an emergency. What could you have done?
I could have, Your Honor.
You're a doctor.
Well, I couldn't have been no doctor or nothing.
All right, you're a police officer.
No, I'm not.
You're an ambulance.
No.
So what could you have done? You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Nyla Rhodes, who is suing Jackson Foster for invasion of privacy.
And as if you look right here,
If he had called, would you have heard it?
So my phone was on silent since I was in a relaxing
Okay, so if he'd
zone.
have called, you wouldn't have heard it.
No, I wouldn't have heard it.
If he had knocked on the door, would you have heard it?
Yes, I believe I would have heard him knocking on the door.
Go ahead.
well, obviously she didn't, Your Honor, because I went up there 3 times and knocked on the door after I tried to text her, and I didn't get no
3
response.
times?
3 times.
Okay, how long in between?
I'd say 15 minutes.
Would you say you were unavailable to hear a door knocking for an entire 45 minutes? Because he did it 3 times over the course of 45 minutes.
Your Honor, I don't believe that is the case because my dog would not have been barking for that long. And honestly, I was listening to my playlist. I know how long I was in the bathroom for, so I couldn't have been in there longer than 30 minutes.
And so why are we here? What happened? You walked in, or you just went into her
What happened?
location?
As you can clearly state right here, Your Honor, it says, in case of, if you would look at number 5, section B, it says that the host has the right to enter the property during your stay. Should an emergency occur, the host will call or knock before entering. And I did all that, and I did enter the apartment, the room, but I did it out of good faith.
What emergency was there?
Huh?
What was the emergency?
I didn't know. Her dog was I thought maybe she fell.
You didn't know whether it was an emergency or not.
No, I did not.
So you go in on a woman naked at the place you're renting her the house to.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. You think there's an emergency. What could you have done?
I could have.
You're a doctor.
Well, I couldn't have been no doctor or nothing.
All right, you're a police officer.
No, I'm not.
You're an ambulance.
No.
So what could you have done? Shouldn't you, if you think it's an emergency, shouldn't you call the emergency people?
If I would have seen her laying down on the ground,
No,
I
you
would
have
have
to see that. You said the only way you can go in is if there's an emergency. Therefore, you had concluded it was an emergency before you went in.
Well,
and so
also,
my question is, if you concluded it was an emergency, why wouldn't you call the emergency people?
Well, Your Honor, all I got to say is I was concerned about this lady.
Okay,
this
and you
lady's
didn't do what you do,
and I
what
feel
you're
like
supposed to do when there's
why
an
am I getting
emergency.
punished for Why am I getting punished for being concerned about for
No,
somebody?
you didn't. You weren't being conservative. You busted in on this woman naked. And if
I didn't
you
know
thought
she
it
was naked.
that, I don't know what you thought. You went in on her nothing without her allowing you in. What I do know, if there was an emergency, you should call the police, the ambulance, or doctor. None of the three of which you are. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,034.67.
Hey, it was an accident. I'm sorry. I don't feel I owe you, but I will. The judge tells me I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Yes, accidents happens, but what's right is what's right, and I got my judgment.